Here in the workshop today. Got these killer new lights put in there, about 1 billion lumens. It's actually the sunshine. Dust extraction system. Tarp on the grass. Killer. We're setting up home built TNG shaper today on the router. Sawhorses. Paneling up a sauna. Got a bunch of wood off my buddy's old house. Gonna turn it into beautiful TNG. Just got the Porter Cable 1.5 horsepower router here, mounted to the table on some nice smooth birch plywood, so the wood slides through real smooth. Got a couple 3-wing slotting cutters. You can buy a real TNG shaper bit, set of bits, but that's quite expensive. So I got these 2 1/4-inch slotting bits, stacked them up with a few washers to make my tongue profile. And once I've run all my tongues, I'll just pop one of these off, get it centered on the board, and that'll be my groove. Simple as that. How I actually set this router up is, so there's an arbor that's just a shaft that gets fastened into the chuck of the router, and then I've just put the first blade on and then stacked the perfect amount of washers in between the blades to create a 1/4-inch gap. So yeah, you'll just have to take some precise measurements when you're setting this up, and make sure that you've got the right gap for whatever profile you're doing. So I'm just gonna explain how I set my router bits up to get the perfect TNG here with kind of a DIY setup. I'm using 3/4 material, right? And both of these bits are 1/4 inch thick. So all 3 sections of this board are now equal, exactly 1/4 inch. That's kind of a lie, actually. The one in the tongue is just ever so slightly less, and that's just to make sure that it slides into the tongue, to the groove, sorry, every time. But off of the base of the table, the total thickness to the top of this blade is exactly 3/4. If you have slightly thicker material, you're going to end up with a little fin on one side, as you see here. This doesn't really matter on the back side. We've done pretty well on the front side. You can kind of just knock it off with your fingernail. But this is what happens with a board that's just slightly too thick. So we're setting up to make a groove now. And all that is getting rid of one blade. Under there. Just testing our fit here with the first one we did, and she just slides right in. It's
Cool.
maybe ever so slightly looser than I'd like, but with the washers that I have, I can't really adjust any more than that. So it's pretty happy with that.